And this is actually the third vlog I've done today, but the first two had no audio. So I reset my phone and I did a test and had audio, so I'm going to try this again. The vlog I want to do today would be Herbalife, a family affair, because as some of y'all know, we signed up for Herbalife yesterday. And when I say we, I'm talking about my wife and I. We could have signed up separately. And she could account, I get an account, but we weighed the pros and cons. I mean, potentially, we'd be potentially competitors. Our downlights would be separate. We might get bonusing separate, but to maximize profits, being under one account's better, and having two home-based businesses under one roof doesn't work very well, I've heard. And, so we signed up. I signed up as a primary distributor, and Avery, of course, signed up as the spouse. And the reason why I call it a family affair, because a family is more than just spouses. Earlier this week, when we tried out the Herbalife, we went to the actual meeting. My middle daughter and I went, and she was really excited, asking me what I heard about it and all this kind of stuff. So she was excited. When we got there, they made her a tea, and she really liked it. And when we were driving home, she was excited, and she got this idea. I don't know, I haven't looked it up yet, so I don't know how true it is, but one of the Gamble's daughters said that she'd be able to be a distributor in 6 months or something, and Becca said, in a year and a half I can. So I think there's something about when you're 14 you can join. I just assumed, but she was excited. She wants to be a distributor, and she just kind of heard about it also. I'm like, well, I'm glad she's excited. So she's going to definitely provide support to Mom and I as we're doing things. But the reason I also call it a family affair, because we have more than one daughter. Our oldest daughter is pretty much on fire for Herbalife, which I think is cool. Avery was talking to her yesterday, and they were talking about the meal replacement shakes. I mentioned this to Sarah early in the week because I thought that's going to be really good for me, because I tend to not eat regular meals, but I know I need nutrients. And she's in the same boat. I mean, she rarely has breakfast or lunch because she doesn't like to eat at school. So I suggested that as an option for her, and she said, yeah, that's awesome. And she drinks a lot of energy drinks. And I said, we've got energy teas. Get you on that. It's natural, it's better for you, and you don't have the crash later. And so she's excited about that. Well, she was even mentioning she knows this girl at our school, a senior, who doesn't eat either. And so she's like, I should take her some of these meal replacement, either the bars or shakes, and maybe she'll like that, and she'll be able to get what she needs. And I'm like, cool. So what I'm thinking is she's going to become a little salesperson, because she's like my wife, miniature version of my wife. So I know my wife's good at selling, so I'm thinking that my daughter will be good also. But she has a lot of my personality, so she tends to be quiet and shy away from people. So I don't know how much it's going to work, but it's awesome that she's on fire. She wants to try the product also. And when we try the product and we are users, will become better sellers.